through my scope on my 50 caliber with what I just outlined right here. I don't need a fucking video to do this. I can explain it to you. And when you're listening to me and you're considering how you do your routine and what you've not been doing and versus something like this and how simple it is. It takes me longer to talk about it, even condensing it in the beginning, than it does to do it. And you make that a pattern, a routine that you do every single week. And in the beginning, you don't go in trying to predict it because right now you now have it. And the worst thing you can do tonight is, okay, the market's going to open up. Fuck it. I'm going in all in. I'm going to get funded, or I got a funded account. I'm risking it all. He's just told us the secrets. He spilled the fucking beans. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get it. Oh, you're going to get it. All right. You're going to get fucking creamed because you're trying to do something you don't know how to do yet. So now, since I've shared this with this community and everyone listening, I want you to go forward until February and do no trades with this. Don't do any trades at all. I want you to use what I just outlined in this space, study it, and then you determine whether or not there's any validity to what I just taught you. Don't take my word for this. Don't believe any fucking thing I've said to you here or anytime anywhere, because everything I've said has always been an invitation for you to see what I've said is the truth. You'll see it in your own charts and your own results. You will see it. And it won't matter what anybody else says about what you're learning, because you'll know it's real. And nobody can take that away from you. And the feeling of knowing what it's likely to do, and it fucking paints in your own chart real time, and you watch it come to pass, that's a feeling like, fuck. That's like knowing the winning lottery numbers every fucking week. Speaking of that, have you noticed the Powerball? I'm not a big lottery fan, but I did like the idea of it going up to $2 billion. And I told my wife, I said, they're going to pull some fucking shenanigans. And they did. They fucking did. They didn't even do a drawing. They said there was a issue. Oh, there was something wrong with the fucking the counts. They had to do another count in some state or whatever. And we'll get back to you. Your tickets are stamped for that drawing that day. Okay. And then they don't even do a drawing. They said, here was the winning numbers. We did some other drawing, but it wasn't televised and we have no record of it. And here it is. And somebody won it in California. Oh, is that what happened? Some motherfucker in California got that $2 billion. But guess what? It's been weeks since then. And the Powerball is still at 40 million. You think people are waking up to that saying, fuck you, Powerball. It's rigged. It's all fucking rigged. But the Mega Millions like 300 and some million because they're boycotting Powerball because it's all fake. But here's the thing. They're all the same. They're all fucking rigged. They're fucking fake. They're not going to fucking pay $2 billion to somebody in the fucking world, okay? On some Mickey Mouse fucking shit. $2 billion? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. But anyway, it's time for the 5 questions. Let's see who's on the list here. Now, I'm going by, the person that's at the top. And when I look at this stuff, it'll say here, here's the question or whatever, or the person asking a question. Oops, let me see. Let's see if I did it wrong here. It says I got 19 requests to speak, now 20. And I don't recall how to, because all I'm seeing is everybody. Hang on here. Give me a second. It did say 20, but now I'm on the page. It says request and it says 0 requests to speak. And I know that's not true because of the salt. Okay. The first person here is Panache Graham, and I'm not about to pronounce that last name, so I'll do it wrong. So you got one question. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? You're on the air.
My name is Panashi Gorigin. I'm from Zimbabwe. My question is concerning Forex. I've been studying your mentorship, ICT 2022, and did the core content. So I want to ask, you seem to be a bit off with Forex. Is it okay for us to continue studying, studying the content that you're offering us on Forex, or we should continue, or we should study future indices?
Okay, so if I understand your question correctly, you want to know, because I'm not trading Forex anymore, I have no active interest in returning to it. Should you, as my students,
yes,
should you not be doing Forex and only trade index futures? That's your question?
No, should we study using index futures or Forex?
I'll say this. Mm-hmm. If you are interested in Forex still, you can do that, but you should be studying index futures, because the things that I'm teaching in real-time market conditions and the things I'm teaching with my examples and such, you're able to see and study it live right now with me. Like, for instance, if you go back and try to look at a 1 minute or 5 minute chart on TradingView, like 6 months from now, or in the past, you can't really pull that data up. So it's important for you to study what I'm showing you in E-mini S&P or NASDAQ futures, because the same thing applies in Forex. The only thing that's different between Forex and index futures is there's a slight beginning time difference. Forex can start earlier, and index futures is 8:30. They both can be used at 8:30, but I can take a trade in both. But using the model, using index futures, if you study that and just simply apply those ideas to the time windows for Forex, they still work the same. But for real-time trading and real-time learning, you should be studying the US 500 and the ES, or the NQ, or the US 100 if you're going to be using like Forex brokerage firms. Studying that actively, you will learn, you'll grow, and I'm not trying to funnel everybody into futures, because it's all going to be a personal choice. And my convictions that are personal about Forex, they're mine. I'm not trying to make anybody not want to trade Forex. I just disclosed why I'm not willing to do it. Does that answer your question?
But so you mean the patterns are the same? We should, if you are trading Forex, you continue studying with Forex and everything.
Yes, they're the same mechanics, the same entry strategy, the same trailing of a stop loss, the same partial. The model itself works in every asset class. Every asset class, whether it be Forex, whether it be commodities, bonds, currency futures, index futures, and I have a lot of students that swear by it in crypto. I don't co-sign that myself, but they say it works there too.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think I'm answered now.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see another person asking, but I'll wait a second or two. This is very cumbersome. You got a question? Request. If you have a request, are you open to talk? I guess toggle it off and toggle it again. It might be a way for me to see, because that other guy just popped up. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing. Okay, now I see on one screen it says I have 107 people requesting to talk. But when I click on that, it just shows me everybody that's here. And I don't know how to differentiate from the first person in the list. Or even, there isn't in the list, really. It just shows everybody that's listening. So I'm unfortunately not doing well here in this. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know why it won't let me. Yeah. I don't know how that last person requested, because it popped up on the screen where it says, I have guests open on Twitter Space. And it says that I'm the host. It says co-host 0 with 2 spots open, and speakers 0 with 10 open spots. And then below that says requests to speak, 0 requests. And I don't know how to get all of you that are asking me a question. I don't know how to get that to happen, because it says I have 129 requests to speak. This is frustrating me. All right, let me do it this way. The first 4 people that tweet to me, I'll try to find you and I'll invite you to ask your question. I just don't know how to do it otherwise. Pro charge move bar, watch a video. Oh man. All right, so here, alter ego trader. How am I going to get that to happen for you? Oh, I see a request. So I'm not sure how you guys how you're doing it. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I apologize. Kashala. You're on the air. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. I hear you. Hello?
Go ahead with your question.
Okay, I'm from Tanzania. My name is Kachala, and I have a question to ask about the monetary issue concerning with my account and something which I want to trade. I wanted to trade imminent S&P 500 futures, but I only have like $30 account, and I wish I would trade S&P. So as you, my mentor, I would like to ask if it would be good to just trade Forex or to trade S&P 500. As I would like to get your advice according to my account.
I don't. It's hard to focus with all the background sound.
Hello?
Yeah, can take me off the speaker.
Oh,
Okay, so you should be able to hear me, your earpiece, if you take it off speaker. So my understanding in your question, if I heard it correctly, is that you have a limited amount of funds, but you want to trade the S&P. But I think because you see me doing it, that's making you want to chase what I'm doing. And if you are interested in Forex, should you not do that and only trade index futures? My advice, it sounds like you're outside the U.S. anyway, and CFDs would probably be permitted where you are. They're not permitted legally here in the U.S., so we have to trade a futures contract. But if that's the case, my advice would be just simply trade through the demo of a US 100 or US 500 CFD and use that as your instrument. Because while they don't mark to market exactly like the US futures in ES or NQ do, you can still learn and still practice in it and get proficient with it. So it's not a matter, again, of trying to lure people out of Forex and into index futures, because it's ultimately going to be a choice that you make as the student. And if you're not comfortable with either or, whether it be Forex or whether it be futures, it's important for you to listen to that discomfort, because it's not going to be fruitful for you to force yourself into something that you're uncomfortable with. No matter how good I can make it look with my own examples, if it ain't right for you, it ain't right. So you have to do what you can afford. You can do where you're located in the world, and you may not be permitted. There may be barriers to you being able to trade certain instruments. And there's, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do or anyone else can do to overcome that. So I hope that answered your question, but that was my understanding.
then thank you very much for helping me out, my mentor.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Have a good day. You are welcome to our country.
8.88 OnlyFans. I have a